Hello, this is Shi Hao, and this is SkyHammer, the first autonomous coding agent built specifically for xAI and Grok. And right now, Anthropic has Claude Code, OpenAI has Codex, and we also have Cursor. And yet the problem, from what I can see, is that so far xAI has no native CLI coding assistant. So hence, I built one. And actually, I also did some add-on, and that is that I actually went further because SkyHammer is not only a coding assistant that basically writes code for you, but it's actually also a security agent inspired by xAI, Kai, which actually it builds its own code and then it actually hacks its own code and fixes it to secure its security. Or in other words, like this is related to cyber security. So to run CLI, you can see here. So like it's basically like I've made this as a fully command line app, and the theme of the color scheme is inspired by this sort of a cyberpunk, as well as a neon Genesis Evangelion type of look, where you have this like really retro futuristic looks, whatnot, and with this like neon pink and sharp yellow. So yeah, there we go. And hence here we have xAI's Grok code, you could say. And yeah, there we go. So basically in this, the few features is that like it can actually, it has the ability, wait, let me quickly clear this. Apologies, technical difficulties. So I have tried my best essentially to build a working system for xAI, and you can see here is that in here, so for now it's linked to my API key internally, hard-coded, but sorry, in the secrets config file, but basically in here we actually have the ability to switch between models, but in this case I'll be using the best model that's highly subsidized as well as the smartest, which is Grok 4.1 fastest. And in here, like other CLI agentic coding tools, is that we can also actually use this as if it's the terminal. So by just typing the exclamation mark, for example, which are inside here. And what we could do now is, yeah, so I will now demonstrate the main feature. It's just that, so, actually, no, I'm just gonna get started. So basically, I'm going to now paste this command here. So I basically not just want Grok to create a file that is purposely vulnerable from a security perspective, and then Grok would then actually, and then we would then invoke SkyHammer, which would then hack it back. So yeah, and then we would have the files written in the testing folder, which is here. There we go. Hopefully no live demo curse. This will take some time, unfortunately. So yeah, so like I guess you could say like other class systems, we actually have a option to actually whether to choose to execute the commands or not. So hence, since we have told, so like yes, so like we have told Grok to actually write their files in here in the testing folder. So hence it created the folder here, and now it's gonna ask us if we want us to write this file or not. New file, and yes. And now we're gonna just so yes again. And now it's going to test the file itself. So in a way, like it's basically like, no, I'm trying to film. So, yeah, apologies. So is that, right, sorry, I lost my thoughts. Is that it's like, so like it's basically, so like I have built this in a way where that, so like, the tool calls like kind of like so like basically like Grok like being an agent and actually using tools built in this environment, in this client environment, and hence like the information like Claude Code actually has the information like passes back between the API key and then as well as that my actual computer or like the local machine actually does the writing and the reading of the code. But for now, it's trying to execute some lines, so it's taking some time. Intermission. And there we go, it's now done. So yeah, that took quite a while. So that's going to run a bunch of commands to check, to actually try and host this, because what I basically built this to do is that I actually built Grok such that it actually hosts the app itself, so that it could test whether is the app working or not afterwards when we deploy SkyHammer. So we're gonna just click, just write code and just spam the button for accept, or in this case, I've changed the term to execute because I prefer a different theme. And there we go. So now it's done. And now I will quickly, so now we will actually do SkyHammer checks. So how it works is that since the actual app itself now beforehand is vulnerable. So the idea is that basically I want to build I've built not only Grok code but also an extension to Grok code where hold on. So now I'm just gonna quickly paste in the path to the folder it just created. And now Grok is gonna then do some checks on it. So this entire idea is basically offensive security, where the tools that I have armed Grok for now is SQI injection, XSS, command injection, as well as I think one other one is path traversal. And this is inspired by the Kai repo, but then I do believe that we could improve upon this significantly. But basically, the aim is just that we want to have actually both the code creation inside Grok code, but also to actually have this very simple extension to use, where right after the code is created, that we just simply has we just simply prompt Grok to use this extension where it basically just first off hosts the app itself and then does it's sort of like white hat hacking or pen testing, that it just backcheck on whether it's app whether is it fully secured or not, and it is now doing it now. And so as it is doing this now, is that I'm going to quickly it's taking a lot of time, so I'm just going to quickly go backwards and just demonstrate the other features that I've also implemented, which is that. So I actually also plan to make this into a future RL environment to train a much stronger cyber agent that conducts exploits. But basically, so for each action here, tool calls here that's made, we actually also have I've made it such that we basically just logs all of the different command that's queried. Hence, this basically makes things much safer, because hence if something goes wrong, for example, during production or post training, that we can actually very easily just go back and just look at what's wrong, for example. So yeah, and now we're just gonna quickly wait for this to finish. And actually, as this is going on, if we just look at the previous examples, if I can find them. Hold on. Yep, still executing, and there we go. So yeah, just gonna quickly do the classic vibe code thing of just like basically accepting any commands that's recommended by Grok, but it's basically not just oh, ping failed. It's basically now just conducting a bunch of checks to the website. Sorry, no. SkyHammer itself, it actually tries to do a hack. Okay, something's weird. Okay, hold on. Never mind. So what it did now is that so like, okay, so I'm gonna quickly summarize, like because I'm actually short on time. So SkyHammer basically, so like we initially made Grok code generate intentionally a app that is vulnerable, hence that there are some bugs existingly in here. But then now what we did is that then we asked SkyHammer to basically conduct a bunch of checks via cyber security tools to check on whether are there bugs with the app that we've made, which there are. And hence you can see here that, you know, once Grok did some tests on our app, it's just that it actually then actually overwrites the code itself. And hence you can see here, like before and after, that Grok has actually changed the code to make it safer based on its test here, which you can see some of it's here. So like it actually made sure that, you know, that did it to the extent that, you know, that it's actually secure. Sadly, I don't fully understand this. So yeah, it's working now, and this is stored in the logs as well. And then just quickly, one other feature is that folks implemented a feature where that if we actually just basically just wants to go, so like I can quickly sorry, just getting over it myself. But if I want to like demonstrate a feature with like that, we just do a test that we just basically just want to test on a website that's hosted currently on Firebase. So this is my website built for a previous hackathon. So we just like basically give Grok the link itself, paste in the link, and it's then going to actually conduct the cyber attack. Sorry, exploits. It's then going to find exploits in the website link, and with the aim that it actually finds the exploits, and hopefully that we can actually use the exploits and basically fix our code to make our app secure. So it's basically cyber defense / pen testing or especially offensive security, just here. So yeah, that's going to do some final checks. And for this website, since it's hosted on Firebase, it should be secure. But there is a problem where like we've basically only used 4 tools so far. So 3 tools in this case. So XSS, command injection, and SQL injection, which is that it's not actually fully secure. Like it's not fully comprehensive. Hence, like this is a future extension where I could actually just like, you know, incorporate more tools to the arsenal for Grok, and hence it can actually do checks a lot better in the future. I'm just gonna quickly hit execute all now, so Grok can go as fast as it can. So there we go. And we should expect that this website is safe, I think. But yeah, so you can see here, like it's actually reading the site itself. As you can see here, this is the site from my hackathon that I previously built for the Perplexity hack, and it's actually able to read it, which is nice. Which means that, you know, the entire idea of the agentic tooling is actually working. So yeah, now it's gonna wait, and then we should be expecting a report where Grok finds that this website is fully secure. Any minute now. Any second now. So it's likely executing some more commands to pen test and make sure that there are no exploits within our website, which is hosted on Firebase. Taking a bit long, which is as usual. This likely has to be something that we have to fix in the future, I guess. And there we go. So doing the third iteration, third cycle. So I can just admire, yeah, there we go. And so hence expected, there are no bugs. So it tried all three tools, SQL injection, XSS, path traversal, 4 tools in this case. And yeah, it found nothing. It couldn't inject any commands, and that would be it. So yeah, testing complete. So hence, yeah, that would be it for Grokathon and for SkyHammer. And we can just stop now and just do /quit. That would be it. Thank you.